Okay, the first step you need to know is to identify the domain concepts. Okay, so I divided into the three kind of questions. Okay, so the first one, okay, the first one is the what. Okay, the second one is where. Okay, the third one is how. Okay, so we look at the first one. Okay, what you need to know on identifying the domain concept. Okay, so you need, the first one is you need to identify what are important domain concept. Okay, for the application domain. Okay, for example here again I use the boost example. Okay, okay, so actually the boost domain, which is the e-wallet or financial, okay, actually they represent, okay, the things, either the things, either the places, or either the person. The person actually the one that use this application. Okay, the place actually where the place where the mobile apps will be used, and then the things actually the concept inside the booth. Okay, so everything here actually are understood by the domain expert. Okay, or we call it as a subject matter expert. Okay, SME. Okay, we call it as a SME. Okay, so from my experience as a consultancy with the industry, okay, so before we starting to develop, okay, of course we undergo the process of requirements elicitation, okay, inside the requirement engineering and so on. Okay, the first one we meet actually the subject matter expert on that domain. Okay, for example, if for my past consultancy in the healthcare domain, okay, the first person I met is that, okay, uh, the director of the hospital. Okay, because the director know all the process inside that hospital. Okay, starting from the process for the doctor, okay, process for the procurement, okay, process for the billing, for the payment, salary payment and so on. Okay, everything the director know all the process. Okay, he explained everything, okay, to us, and then from that session we will extract that information, okay, from him and so on. Okay, so what that we call as a subject matter expert. Okay, so mostly subject matter expert doesn't know anything about the software or system. Okay, so avoid ask about the very technical term. Okay, for example, API, Google API and so on. Okay, they know nothing. Okay, what they know is only the he or she domain only. Okay, so avoid that kind of question. Okay, for example here, what things places and person, okay, you can get the information from the domain expert. For example, boost here, for example, payee, payer, account, boost owner and financial manager. Okay, so the second one, where to look this kind of information. Okay, again you can look into the existing requirement, okay, or existing use cases, okay, from the interview. Okay, this one is the common one, interview. Okay, the details of the interview process you can recap back from your requirements engineering subject, as well as from the observation. Okay, so for example here from SRS, SDD, general specification, formal interview with booth stakeholder and so on. Okay, for the large contract, for example, contract from the government, okay, that include for example 10 million above. Okay, usually for example you get the project from Ministry of Transportation. Okay, okay, usually that department will provide you the general specification. Okay, general specification actually a very bulky document lah. Okay, it's include of the all the spec. Okay, starting from software, hardware, human, process, and so on. Okay, from here you will extract, okay, to develop the SRS and so on. Okay, it's okay. This is not your scope. Okay, when you jump to the industry, you will see this document. Okay. Okay. For example, my consultancy with the Sapura KVMRP project. Okay, they have 5G lead, 5G lead general specification. Okay, one G lead consists of almost 2,000 pages. Can you imagine that? They have 5G lead, and then one G lead consists almost 2,000 pages of general specification. Okay, very detailed. Okay. So the third one, how? Okay, of course, when you get the document, the related process, for example, interview, observation, and so on, and then how you need to read the document, you need to conduct the interview, okay, you need to conduct the workshop. Okay, this is the common one. Okay, workshop. Okay, from that workshop, you will use any related technique. Okay, for example, design thinking technique, computational thinking technique, and so on. Okay, from there you will identify the object. Okay, you will identify the relationship. Okay, and so on.